In 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay, welcome. I'll call the meeting to order. This is the Park and Rec Commission meeting of the City of New Ulm. It is Monday, February 8th, 2021. And just to start off with a public notice that this meeting is being conducted via teleconference. See that there was public notice of that. Why don't we start with a roll call? Commissioners, Commissioner Bastian, can I ask you to start? State your name.
Jim Bastian.
Dave Christian, City Councilor.
Carissa Bugler.
Chris Moore. Leroy Floor.
Amy Johnson.
Okay, welcome. Welcome to a couple of our guests as well. Thanks for joining us. Approval of agenda, looking for a motion and a second to approve the agenda. We also have an amendment to the agenda as well, correct? Director Schmitz?
Yes, an addendum.
So move.
Have a motion, need a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion has carried. Moving on to the City Council recap of the January 19th regular meeting. Oh. Thank you very much. I need approval of the minutes. I apologize for that. The minutes were in your packet from January 11th of our last Park and Rec Commission meeting. Need a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make that a motion, approve the minutes.
Have a motion. Need a second, please?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed. Motion carried. Now moving on to the City Council meeting recap of the January 19th meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice Chair Bugler. We had two meetings of the City Council since our last commission meeting. The January 19th City Council meeting saw them accept the donations that you recommended they accept. And then the February 2nd City Council meeting saw them award the re-roofing project on the Gymnastics Center, formerly the swim pool, a portion of the Recreation Center, to Gog Sheet Metal of New Ulm for $109,700. That is the extent of business at the City Council level related to Park and Rec over the past month.
Commissioners, any questions? Hearing none, moving on to old business, renew update. Commissioner Vorwerk or Director Schmitz?
Thank you, Vice Chair Bugler. The Recreation Center project continues on schedule. We're approximately 45% complete, and we're on schedule to open the facility sometime in August, late summer, and no significant problems or issues. Construction continues, and all is good on that significant project for our community and region.
Commissioners, any questions on the renew update? Hearing none, moving on to new business donations.
Yes, thank you, Vice Chair Bugler. You have in the packet, Commissioners, the donations that have been offered to the city over the past month through the Park and Recreation Department. I'll read them into the record. First of all, for the German Park Amphitheater, $100 cash from Rick and Cindy Midas. And then for a paver stone up at the Herman Heights Park, $200 honoring Alan and Rochelle Stelia's family from Heidi Schuf. And then thirdly, a concrete bench to go outside of the Civic Center honoring Jackson Birago from Brody Johnson. So the grand total is $300 in cash and the concrete bench. You have in the packet kind of a makeup model of the bench and then the actual photograph of what it will appear to be. So I recommend that you forward these on to the city council for their acceptance.
Any questions from the commissioners? Looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion and a second to recommend to the city council, offer a resolution and waive the reading to accept the presented donations that were offered to the city for the Park and Recreation Department. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion has carried. Moving on, reports from commissioners and staff. Department activity report. Director Schmitz.
Thank you, Vice Chair Bugler and Commissioners. You have in the packet, as normal, a monthly activity report from January of this year, 2021. Staff has nothing to add in addition to that activity report. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to discuss those at this time.
Any questions for Director Schmitz? On the activity report. Hearing none, look for a motion to approve.
So move.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion on the department activity report?
Was that Christian that made the motion?
Yep.
Yes. Further discussion? We have a motion and accepted to accept the January 2021 department activity report. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion has carried. Moving on to staff report.
Thank you, Vice Chair Bugler and Commissioners. Just a couple of quick items. One is, thanks to this cool weather, we've been able to make some ice, outdoor ice skating. So please get out to Harmon Park at your leisure and enjoy ice skating. We've had a very difficult season with that, with the previous warm weather, and now we're able to make good ice. So we're happy to report that. And then secondly, in the package, you have the latest version of our roster, our commission roster. So if there's any edits to be made, any changes to that, please let me know after the meeting, and I will further update the commission roster. Other than that, I have nothing else to report from staff.
Questions for Director Schmitz? Thank you, Director Schmitz. Any commissioner reports to share tonight? All right, shall we move into our addendum?
Yes, a motion and a second to move to the addendum, please.
Looking for a motion to move to
I'll
the
make a
addendum,
motion
please.
to the agenda.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion has carried. We'll move on to the addendum. We have on the addendum, everyone able to find it? The first order of business that we are looking at is the temporary blue lights for the promotion of Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, which is in the month of March. We are looking for a motion to recommend that the City Council again authorize the nighttime illumination of lighting at Herman Monument, Defenders Monument, and Gertie the Goose, and that they be covered with a blue mylar to promote Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month during the first 2 weeks of March or for the entire month. And just the background, as in the past few years, Dr. Ann Vogel is requesting the nighttime illumination lights at these three parks to create awareness and promote Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. The city has authorized this in the past with no problems or concerns, and volunteers and staff will place them. Other locations in New Ulm are expected to do this also, and there's no significant costs to the city. Any questions for Director Schmitz or others? If not, we'll be looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And the motion has carried. Moving on to 2.2, ownership transfer of the New Ulm Steel Junior Hockey Team. We are seeking a motion tonight to recommend to the City Council authorize a change in ownership of the New Ulm Steel Junior Hockey Team and transfer of that lease to the purchaser pending approval by the NA3HL Junior Hockey League. Steve Black, who's the current owner of the Tier 3 NA3HL New Ulm Steel Junior Hockey Team, has received an offer to purchase the team. Owner and purchaser have agreed on terms and desire to close on the transaction by February 28th, 2021 or sooner. Purchaser desires to simply assume the current lease with no change of the lease terms. The lease does allow for such a transfer of ownership. Purchaser plans on no change of operations nor relocation of the team. Purchaser will also be procuring Steve Black's Tier 2 NAHL Junior Hockey Team in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. There's no change of revenue or expenses to the city related to this ownership change, and the staff have no concerns with the lease transfer. Any questions? If not, we'll be seeking a motion.
Move to accept.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion has carried. We will adjourn our regular Park and Rec Commission meeting. Thank you, and we'll move on to our work session.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned.